Yeah.
So I don't know how the draft played out, but once again, the game, we'll call him out. Big shout out here. I'm going to make sure I catch it and catch it again. Grizz with the 69-0. Love it. Love it. Grizz, strong supporter. And Grizz, you can actually see, is on one of the teams, so not biased here at all.
Playing the Sonya.
All right. Here we go. So, this is it. Division A. In too deep. Wholesome Halfwits. Hero. Retired. And Slexia. Let's go.
All right. So do we have Wholesome Halfwits on the left?
Is in too deep on the left. My bad. I should
Right.
I should have pointed that out.
Yeah, let me just get this straight here. So on the left side, playing for In Too Deep, we have Roseye on Malthiel, Key on Malfurion, Grizzly 64 on Sonya, Bacon playing Jaina, and Blemis, I don't know if that's how you say it, on Johanna.
Let's just keep it like that. We got Wholesome Halfwits over on this right side. G Money Drums on this Imperious, and I'm eager to see a good Imperious, so please show it to me. Freckle Pants on Lucio, Crooked Smile on Akira. You got Neutrons on Raynor, and DJ C Jelly on ETC.
Alright, now I do know that Wholesome Halfwits did move up to Division A from B last season.
Wow, and as fast as you said it, Jaina disappeared from the map, and I guess Grizzly really likes seeing Jaina die because it's 69, 690, and a 420. Yeah, Johanna going down here too. So this is actually a huge CC chain coming out just from the ETC and the Kira. And G Money Drums actually contributed to that first Jaina kill by stabbing in there too.
Alright, so on this map, there's oftentimes a lot of focus on this bottom lane. Definitely the sappers, looking to get that early, maybe go for an invade. We see Kira already here on the sappers for the red side with ETC anchoring in this bush.
Yeah,
Blemis is just around, rotating around.
Yeah, this ETC is a problem right now. They do have Malfurion who can do the Nature's Cure to get that cleanse out, but it's not like an immediate clear. It's not as good as some of the other cleanses that you see out there.
Oh, the team names are still showing Keanu and Miss No skill shots.
Oh, right. I did not clear all the text there. Let's clear that out. Let's get that out of there. Man, one of these days.
Right.
I mean, I didn't claim to be a producer guy, but here we are. You're seeing
We are
it.
just living life, doing all of the roles. Bot lane, while you're doing that, it has sappers pushing in for the blue team with the red team sappers getting cleared up. They've not quite made it in, but Crooked Smile doing a lot of work, and the sappers do manage to take out the wall at the bottom fort for the red team.
Yeah, thanks for the correction there, Bacon. We've got the names up correctly, and I think I actually left the score as 1-0 through the whole last set. That's a whoops. But we all knew what the real score was. Malthiel going down. Man, this is probably the best Imperious I've ever seen in my life.
Taking down a Malthiel.
Yeah, it's rare that I see
Johanna.
solo lane kills up there. Wow.
Johanna was caught out by 4 members of the red team and is immediately taken down. Used the D shield. Was wrecked.
And we saw this in the first game of that first set too. This Lucio really makes you rethink your positioning. And now Bacon, he better rethink his position. Another feed on the Jaina. 5 kills to 0 in 3 minutes.
Interesting. That is oppressive. Ooh, the Malthiel just getting caught out. Red team is rotating with no allegiance to any lane here.
Yeah,
Just
decent
running around
attempt.
like crazy people.
Decent attempt. Dr. C. Jelly was looking for that backslide. Just a little bit too close to their towers there. Good enough jukes by the Malthiel to save himself from another death.
Alright, so even though there were quite a few deaths, level 7 was available and is available first for the red team. Blue team is not far behind. Dr. C. Jelly is getting harassed a little bit using his slide to escape from the claws of Grizzly on that Sonya, all the while Malthiel was able to capture the top sappers. And G Money Drums is just going to have to stand back and defend for a little bit.
Oh, unfortunate. Key was trying to follow up on Blem's body block onto Neutrons, but it's actually Wholesome Halfwits who turned that around because Key was a little bit too far over half court. We got 6 kills here. Let's take a quick look here. That's 2 for Jaina, 2 for Johanna, who are finding themselves in tough positions. And usually they're the ones with slows controlling everything in front of them. But with this Lucio on the other side and the ETC, it's really giving them some problems. Malthiel with 1 death up top, and we just saw that Malfurion.
Alright, Blamise coming in with that Condemn, having to pop the D shield. Malfurion getting heal off, but blue team is probably a little timid right now.
Yeah, Blems actually took a little bit too much damage there. His team wasn't in a position to follow up. He actually pre-taps on this engage now and trying to get that engage going, but they really don't have much on that follow-up.
We see Imperious top channeling on the opposite side, able to get that altar and waltz his way over to theirs.
Yeah, a bit of a miss there. There's only 2 altars spawned there side by side. Rosa actually came down, I think, looking for a fight. That allowed G Money Drums just to get the free cap. And after this, it's going to be 24 to 36 shots.
Oh, what's happening mid here?
Yeah, Dr. C Jelly deep in it. Neutron's just stepping up, not afraid to auto attack up there. Grizz spinning to win in the mid, but not a lot of CC to lock them down. It's an interesting Sonya in the 4-man here too.
Yeah, well, with the Malthiel, it allows Sonya to be in the 4-man, and with the, you know, Kira as well as the ETC, I think Sonya is not a bad call, especially with her ability to heal and just put in a lot of pressure. I think she's underrated right now.
Yeah, level 10.
Or maybe just a solid pick as usual, you know?
Yeah, I could see her more on, you know, things like Infernal Shrines, the occasional matchup on Dragonshire too.
Yeah.
Right now, it's not quite working out for them. They're just down, almost going to get their level 10. Huge focus on this bottom lane. They've got the 2 towers down, and they're really just stacking this up, trying to abuse that Malthiel double soak against the Imperious, which I think is the right play here.
Absolutely. And the next shrines, or altars rather, will be in the bottom half of this map. 10s available for both teams, and ultimates are now coming out from the blue team, pushing the red team back. Water Elemental kind of tanking for Jaina.
Yeah, they needed to get a kill right there. They had rotated Rosai all the way down 5-on-3, and they blew a couple heroics for that. They really needed to get those kills right before this phase. It could have been a double cap. Instead, Wholesome Halfwits walks away, and they have 5 heroics to 2 now on their side, and they start the engage off.
Ooh, quite a lot of damage coming out. That Imperious impaling a few members is able to really lock them out, and we just see a bloodbath here as 3 members of the blue team, 4 members have now gone down, with 2 on the side of the red team. Raynor just getting those last hits in, like it's I don't know, his hobby or something.
First team wipe of the night. Full 5 kills. That sound barrier was perfect to save everybody. Mosh didn't go off. ETC went down a little bit too fast. But like I said, 5 heroics to 2. I mean, I'll take those odds any day.
All right, Sappers being picked up again here. Johanna rotating in, rotating straight to bottom lane. The red team is rotating over as they are very aggressive and looking to pick people out, call them out for their mistakes. Bacon being one to come out. Ooh, Mosh coming out and having to be canceled too. That's an ultimate down there. Grizzly doing his best to keep them backed up, but Imperious comes in with the flank, and Blamise is not looking healthy whatsoever.
Big impale coming in from the flank. Crooked Smile with another Final strike. Malthael gets clipped. 4 kills in the bottom lane. I was about to say Bacon's name is coming up a lot, but that's because he's going down a lot. With all those kills, it's going to be 4-man push in the bottom, potentially taking this first bell tower.
I think Johanna at this point would need to realize that red team is looking for those picks after the sapper rotations, and rather than rotate first before her team rotates on the side, you know, while her team rotates, because this has caused a couple of picks in favor of red team.
Yeah, they back off just as 3 show up again. They're not going to convert that bottom bell tower, but with a level 13 advantage, they're already in a good position. Imperius does need to make his way back in, but I have no doubt Wholesome Halfwits will pull this one out again.
Claim the altars in my name.
Johanna is just taking a beating from this Kira and from the Imperius. Goes down.
Yeah, really unfortunate. So you can see Johanna taking a ton of damage, and whenever I talk to frontliners, I make sure if you're stepping up and they're doing damage to you, you better make sure your backline is doing equal, if not more damage to them in return. Otherwise, you're taking unnecessary damage. You're stressing out your support. Supports hate that, by the way. And you're really not getting any value because you already know they're there, so it's not like that vision is worth that amount of HP. So you just got to back off and wait till your team is actually in position to follow up, and then you're at relatively higher health for that engage.
How do you feel about the support choice here for the blue team with the Malfurion in their comp?
I'm not sure where it fell in their draft. I actually do like high Malfurions because he is usually quite flexible. I don't know about the Twilight Dream here, actually. I think I would have liked Tranquility here, just to walk forward with the Sonya, with the Malthael. You know, you get a little extra 10 armor, and you keep them up a little bit more. Despite them having their own self-sustain, what your composition does here is walk forward. And you need something like a Tranquility to help them there. And Johanna goes down again, so all they're going to do is walk backwards now.
Yikes. This is getting crazy. Malthael is now the one to go down, followed by Sonya, and, you know...
Oh, you
Raynor
hate to see it.
Yeah, you hate to see it. Raynor is actually pumping out quite a bit of damage for free on the back line, and having 3 melee just with no peels is a bit rough.
Actually, I'm going to give that damage over to Raynor and Kira, because Kira's pumping out 40k, Raynor with 37. But either way, the timing of that was really bad, because it's a triple spawn. Surprisingly, Lucio in the bottom, 2 still respawning, level 16 to 14. Domination coming out from Wholesome Halfwits.
Yeah, good observation though that Kira is on the front line, the triple front line, allowing her to use her stacks. Oh, and this Mosh comes out, Dr. C Jelly. Oh, but the last rides put on him goes out. Crooked Smile having to use the trait to get out. Sound barrier dropped.
Oh man, Crooked Smile missed his skill shot there on a moshed target, but either way, that was game anyway. Game anyway, so we're not going to pay attention to that one. First game going over to Wholesome Halfwits in almost record time.
One of the fastest games. I didn't even realize.
Yeah, those triple caps, they'll get you. But that was it. That's game 1. Wholesome Halfwits handily in the lead. I know this is a spoiler. Don't look. Don't look at the screen right now. Don't look. Oh.
I'm not looking.
A problem occurred while we were trying to get in on that. Let's try that one again. All right, I'm going to make sure. There, we'll do that. So you guys can see us. Meanwhile, I will try to dissolve this party.
Yeah.
And try to do that again, because sometimes this game, you know, with its small indie crew, it has some problems, especially with replays. I think it hates replays. There's a while where you couldn't watch replays, and yeah, it was awful. You couldn't rewind in replays. It would crash if you tried. It is crashing now, and I might have to restart. So I'm gonna full exit out of this one. This isn't like a replay issue where, you know, we have the wrong version or something. It's just crashing. So we're gonna reboot this.
Yeah.
on what to cast without technical difficulties. I don't think I've ever
Nothing.
gone.
I mean, it wouldn't be a cast, you know, especially if you have to do it all yourself. Change the nameplates, adjust the score,
Oh,
make sure that the teams are on the correct sides. You know what I mean?
Yeah, forget adjusting the scores, forget changing the names.
Everyone forgets. It's easy to forget.
It's a nice tool. It's a nice tool. It's a long ways from when I used to cast, where you had to like manually move the box if their name was too long and you had to change it. And
I still do that.
The dark ages.
Do you use the casting tool?
I do, poorly, but
I
I use
don't.
it.
I don't use it. Rip me. You know what I mean?
But you know what? If you have a good system and you do all that stuff anyways, it's probably for the best. I mean, I had to learn how to use the tool, and there's been so many times where the maps have been bugged, or I don't know, I forget to put something in. Happens all the time.
Yeah. I just typically am like, all right, you're on blue side, the other team's on red side. You know, this is just how it is.
Yeah.
And that's just how it's going to be.
All right. So a couple of the Into Deep guys in chat, I don't think they enjoyed watching that game. Sorry, but you know, when we do replays, you gotta go through with the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that is the type of game where you learn lessons about the team quickly. They are aggressive, you know. So now we're gonna head to Infernal Shrines for game 2. I know. Wholesome Halfwits. They were aggressive in Division B, so looks like we have an interesting comp.
Aggressive from both sides. Again, another double melee coming out from Into Deep, and this time a Tasvala. I love to see those comps, and they've got the ETC, they've got the Blaze, they even have a Tyrande. Great draft coming out from Wholesome Halfwits again. Lots of control, decent on the Shrine clear. You know, the Blaze could be like a Leo or a Uriel, but that's besides the point here. Take it away.
All right, well, on the blue side, playing for Into Deep, we have Grizzly playing Kerrigan, Anduin played by Bacon, this time on the healer, not the mage, Loxley on Raynor, Rosai on Sonya, and Blemise again playing Johanna.
Yeah. Bacon is actually a support main. He just likes to pretend he can DPS. Over on the red side, you know who it is. Wholesome Halfwits ripping a game 1. That was so fast. Dr. C Jelly, ETC again. I don't know if that's a comfort pick, but I'd be pretty confident with him on it. You got G Money Drums on the Blaze, Freckle Pants on the Tyrande, Crooked Smile, Tassadar, and your hyper carry Neutrons. Ooh, riding that Reaver. He's Vala.
Riding that Reaver, leaving that trail of God knows what. Red team has an insane amount of wave clear here with that Blaze. Oh my god.
Stuns, triple stun after triple stun. You don't see that too often. This time they did steal out the Raynor. Loxley in the game now. He's in chat and in this game. 2 places at once. Let's see if he can put in some work.
Alright, so it looks like these teams are just doing the typical mid to bot rotation. Crooked Smile on Tassadar, just channeling his auto attack. Which talent did? Cyan Fusion. Ooh, Loxley looking low and does get taken out by Vala. Dr. C Jelly is in a tough spot here. Johanna using her Condemn at the right time. It feels like that Lunar Flare connecting on the edge somehow. And now the siege camps are up and have been for quite some time. And this is typically where we will see them taken. But it looks like blue team is going to get this soak really quickly as red team is getting what they can mid. And Owl being sent down bot to see, you know, make sure that the bottom siege camp's not being taken. And will we see an invade here?
Yeah, Blemsy didn't go back for his tap there. He got really low. They were all focusing Tassadar on the right side of the map. It was Blems and Grizzly there. But Loxley was left back behind, and that allowed Neutron just to get right on top of him. And DPS versus DPS, if you get that first step, Neutron got it. He got the takedown.
Now realize it is Blimsy, as you said it, not Blemise. I am So bad at reading.
It's okay.
Flimsy.
I wanted to let that keep going.
I wanted to keep saying Blemise because it sounds amazing. Name change incoming, I hope.
Sometimes we call him Blemish because of the plays that he makes, because of, I don't know, his face maybe, but level 4 is here. A couple camps being cleared out. Relatively easy, even, and as I say that, things tilt back in the favor of Into Deep with a Kerrigan combo.
Yeah, and the root from Anduin beforehand prepping for the Kerrigan combo was excellent.
Don't give Bacon
love
any
to see
credit.
it.
That was all Grizzly.
My bad? I didn't know you know them like that. My bad?
I do flame
They're
these
bad
guys
at
a
this?
little
It
bit.
was
Wholesome
bad?
Halfwits, I
They
don't
weren't
know as
good?
much. I'm gonna be straight up with Wholesome Halfwits. Into Deep, you can flame them as much as you want.
All right, well, they don't get their name, I'm sure, from playing safe, as we saw last game, but huh?
Rip last game. Let's just put that behind us.
All right, it's behind us.
That poor last game. Camp pressure in the top lane for blue. Camp pressure in the bottom lane for red, which sometimes is better. They're walking straight in here, and Into Deep is actually walking back. Blemsy now leading the charge, going back in. Where's the combos? Rosai just 1v1ing. Sea Jelly doesn't get comboed, but still taking a ton of damage. They're splitting their focus a little bit between G Money and Dr. Jelly, which is exactly what they're supposed to be doing for the red team. Blue team needs to focus a little bit more.
Life grip getting used onto Grizzly. That oil is just oppressive onto the blue team here, and G Money drums with very little mana. Ooh, rearing up to use his escape, but is not able to do that. Kerrigan gets taken out though, and the blue team manages to capture this objective while red team is so low that they're just gonna have to back up if they want to have any chance at protecting whatsoever.
Wow, an incidental shrine capture. I'm just kidding, they probably planned that out. I was really worried because they all stacked up on the left choke point, and when you've got Sonya and Kerrigan, you can go in from 3 different angles and make sure that you don't get power slid or jet propulsion for, you know, 3-4 man stun. So a little bit more spacing from Into Deep, and they should be able to get into that back line. Force Tassadar out of there so that Tassadar gets low or out of range so that he can't put the shields on the Vala. And then maybe you can get on the Tehran or the Vala and make those fights a little bit easier for yourself.
Absolutely. Well, with these, yeah, the choke points, it's going to be hard to spread too far out. But we shall see how it plays out. It's interesting to see a Tassadar, but he's doing the Lord's work. It looks like, I don't know, about 21,000 siege damage here. And red team is spread out, just rotating freely to bot lane. What's happening top?
Top lane, I was keeping an eye on that. Sonya is, attempting to duel. G Money drums, just ignores him. Well, her, Sonya. And then she just clears the lane. Bot lane, they're finally rotating to their camps now. Making sure that they just trade out. And it's pretty even right now. Level 8 to level 8, 2 kills to 1, but you wouldn't know it just by looking at the XP.
Flimsy using Unstoppable just to rotate in. And Dr. C. Jelly is being quite oppressive, sliding in on the Rainer with the follow-up with the Lunar Flare, but he makes it out. Flash heal keeping him up after he had very little health going out of that.
17 HP. Loxley owes Bacon, I don't know what he owes him, but he owes him. He was so far out of position there, and the only thing that could have saved him was Bacon.
Who actually saves Bacon, you know?
I mean, Bacon's pulling a reverse Uno now, and he's actually doing the save-in. Rosai going in. Neutron, so low, no mana to do anything else, but Rosai doesn't quite have the chase to make it happen.
So this is a complete turnaround from what I can see. Into Deep is actually being more aggressive this game at the right time, and last game that was happening by Wholesome Halfwits. So I like the way that they're playing more here. It's kind of matching the play style, and it allows them to have a better chance.
Yeah,
Instead of being caught out there trying to catch them out.
Yeah, so I guess two things. They've got Grizz, who's on the Kerrigan, who is a dive forward character, but Wholesome Halfwits also picked a little bit more of a defensive kind of a composition with the Tas Vala. The longer those fights go, the more zoning, the more zone control they have, the better it is for Wholesome Halfwits, because they want to control these fights. And they want to control it so bad, they're going to take Force Wall.
They're gonna take Force Wall, also Shadow Stalk, Bunker, Mosh Pit, and Rain of Vengeance.
Great invade. Great invade in the top lane here. 3 showing in the bottom, into deep. Ripping that camp, getting on top of the shrines. Those heroic choices are really aggressive ones. You know, you've got that light bomb going in. I did talk to them about Hyperion here, but that leap, yeah, that's something to watch out for.
Yeah, Falling Sword was picked up as well. Yeah, interesting picks here. Interesting.
That's just a move forward comp if I've ever seen it. And right now they're 27-7. I mean, they've got a really good control of this shrine, and now they're actually in 2 different chokes now. Oh, another save onto Loxley, 300 HP this time. Throws the Hyperion out, he goes down, but this light bomb's gonna catch 2. Bunker coming down, Falling Sword into the back. Neutrons jumps in the bunker. Shrine already captured by Into Deep, but how many more do they lose?
Oh, it looks like they're gonna lose Johanna for sure. Mosh Pit coming out with the leap.
Interrupted.
Yeah. Ooh, Kerrigan able to get out, but oh, Force Wall, the trollest of troll abilities. Trolliest ultimate in the game. Off of cooldown already as I finished correcting myself was used.
Yeah, nice control from Tassadar there to lock him in. Into Deep is winning these objectives, but they're not staying alive to make use of them. All they can do is respawn and take some merc camps, but I guess if you win enough objectives, eventually you're going to win the one that wins the game.
Maybe. And, you know, Wholesome Halfwits is making good calls on picking the targets to take down first that are posing a lot of threat, like the Rainer, who's in the back line, just free auto-attacking all the time. And then they are prioritizing the kills too. So I think what I want to see here from Into Deep is for them to continue being a bit aggressive and winning these objectives, but realizing where they need to position themselves and who they need to actually attack to get their own picks.
Yeah, 14k, almost 15 for the Rainer, but 20k for the Vala. So the damage slightly favoring the other side. A lot of that is AoE damage. Oh, that little gank up in the top lane, unstoppable, will get G-Money Drums out of there. I draw attention to the scaling of these comps. Whenever you have a Tas Vala, you're looking for a level 20. I mean, usually it's Archon, but I guess in this case, it's going to be level 20 Force Wall, which is just as devastating on compositions that don't quite have the mobility. But Into Deep has so many jumps and leaps and mobility tools that, you know, that might not be an option. Kerrigan, a lot stronger later into the game. Sonya, a lot more survivable later in the game. Rainer pumps out a lot more damage in the game. Bacon, depending on what he takes on the Anduin, he might be able to pull 2 people back out of harm's way. So there's no way that Wholesome Halfwits will ever get the jump on any of their heroes. So I don't know. I think the late game may be slightly favoring Into Deep, just because of their survivability.
Maybe. It very much could. I don't see Rainer, you know, being successful in just being picked out constantly, being successful and staying alive a lot. But we'll see. Ooh, Kerrigan, speaking of staying alive, Life Grip having to come out, but she popped her ultimate and Light Bomb comes out too, does not make contact with anyone. That's a huge condemn. Bunker is dropped. G-Money Drums jumps out, but Dr. C. Jelly is in it and has to go out and take the long way home.
Oh, the spear catching him. A little bit of damage. The root just out of range. They only walk away with 1 kill, but man, Grizz was caught out there. Rain of Vengeance, Lunar Flare, and then out of nowhere, Bacon with another grab to bring him back home, and they turn that whole thing around.
Nice. So we will see possibly... No, we're not. Thought maybe we would see this go down, but ETC slides in instead and does a knockback. Oh, no, the fort will go down, but oh my gosh. Freckle Pants! Kerrigan just takes Freckle Pants' life, and Neutrons comes back in with an ultimate, looking for something, but really, there's nothing but extra shielding from that Tassadar on the Vala.
Just shields, and they're gonna let those little minions take out that healing fountain. Really aggressive, jumping forward again. Crooked Smile almost peeled with a force wall there and gave some separation. Kerrigan had an extra jump to get back in there. Right now, top objective, firmly going over to Into Deep. I'd actually like to see Wholesome Halfwits push out mid and maybe take the mid camp instead. This top camp isn't really going to do much. It's going to get cleared up, and they're not going to have that pressure anywhere else on the map. They need to bring Blaze up, and they're probably actually a little bit too late now that it's already at about 30 minions. So I would have liked to see them get some pressure elsewhere, understand that they were going to give this top one up anyway, but they're moving forward like they're going to do something.
EDC doing a really good job at zoning out Bacon, Loxley, and Grizzly here. Johanna kind of punishing him for that though, and Force Wall keeps going down and then getting cancelled.
Leap, Light Bomb, Falling Sword. Hyperion comes out, they're walking forward. Punisher captured, nobody going down yet. Vala stuck in the bunker for now, nobody on the other side to stop her. All the ults thrown out, but now they get to walk in behind this Mortar Punisher.
Alright, well Blaze is rotating down to clear bot. Both teams clearly looking for 16 here. This John Cena jumps onto ETC Force Wall, is put down, keeping Loxley and Rosei away, but Vala is the one to go down here. And this is a strong push for the side of N2D.
That's trouble. Vala's your primary DPS. Anytime your hyper carry goes down, how are you going to clear this objective? Another combo from Kerrigan, another confirmed takedown. This Mortar Punisher raining down damage, and all they're going to be able to do is tickle it with the Tassadar and a Tehran. They can't even step up anymore. What should have just been the front wall now turns into the top keep.
To the entire keep. I don't know if that was the right call for Blaze to go down there. They probably didn't anticipate it would be such an aggressive push here, but losing the Bala and allowing the blue team to get level 16 just allowed them to have a power spike, I feel, that took them all the way to that keep. And this is where red team needs to decide how they want to approach these fights and what they want to rely on. I don't know if the force wall is really enough here.
I mean, I guess, you know, the force wall is proving to not be enough. I don't know if the Archon would have been better. Again, you do want a little bit more damage once you get into this late game. And of course, having an infinite Archon at level 20 is something worth playing for. But I can see, you know, a lot of people argue for a force wall. You know, especially at level 20, you can just kind of manage the distance, especially if you got this ETCN Blaze. But right now, it's just so aggressive. Especially with the falling sword getting down onto Tehran. She's panicking every single time that light bomb is coming out.
Right. I mean, just even in the first engagement when she died, she threw her ult down. So yeah, Dr. C. Jelly doing a great job at anchoring for vision for his team here. But oh, the leap comes out and the light bomb to follow. Oh, speaking of panicking, neutrons just taken out.
That was a leap. Light bomb onto the Sonya. Blemsy followed with that falling sword. It looked like Vala might have had that escape, but no, pulled back in. They get that takedown. Again, the hyper carry going down. So great target priority here. You can take out Tastar or you can take out Vala in these compositions, and they lose a lot of power, but taking out the Vala just means so much more.
Yeah, and here we are, bottom keep. With mid having pressure with that camp.
Yeah, and they're just
still dead for 10 seconds.
Yeah, they're totally happy to stay down here. Top lane is massing up, 2 catapults up there, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna get this keep.
Yeah, it would appear so. I mean, ETC's focusing here on this catapult. Oh my gosh, Kerrigan getting the combo, but Anduin is the one to die here, and now it's time to back up. And it looks like there are pings to call for the Bruiser camp.
Yeah, really unfortunate.
Let's do something else.
Grizzly, Blemsy, so much health on them. And they decided to back up. All of a sudden, Bacon is the one who's drying the ire of this bottom fort. And he gets slowed. They decide to leave him behind. They're going to have to back up without that bottom keep.
All right, well, red team is aware. Obviously, that was the only thing left not blue on the map. And Dr. C. Jelly goes right in, knocking the team back, which is kind of risky because his whole team was trailing behind, but oil spills just come out, and this is almost completely red. Now turns red. Grizzly dying after ETC. Oh, boy.
Roseye spins out of there. ETC was actually a little bit too far forward. If they had turned and focused on him immediately, his team wasn't there yet. He still ends up trading out. Kerrigan down, ETC down. Top lane going to have to be cleared out. It's going to be an advantage for Wholesome Halfwits on this Arcane Punisher, which fortunately is pushing down this bottom lane. Someone's got to clear up that top though, and Blaze better go do it because those catapults are no joke.
No, they aren't. You learned that the hard way. Force wall coming out again while Sonya spins to win on these minions.
Yeah, that light bomb didn't get a chance to go through. Force wall just to shut it down. I mean, I'd trade a force wall for a light bomb any day of the week here. 15 to 14 now, and actually it's Into Deep who's taking a lead on the objective.
Yeah, but ETC is back, dealing with those catapults that Blaze did not go take care of. So they are down their main tank here, Hyperion, coming out to zone out the red team, and now we're at 32 to 19.
What a Hyperion. That thing got so much value. Look at this AoE damage that Tehran just wasn't able to heal out. They stood in that the entire time. All four of them. None of them decided to run out. They just stood in that choke and ate every single shot of that Hyperion. And then you look at their HP afterwards, they couldn't stand there anymore. One combo from Kerrigan, that'd be good night.
You know, I would have liked to see Starfall here. You know? I definitely would have rather seen Starfall. I'm never a fan of Shadowstalk.
Yeah, it would have been nice to have that extra zone control for themselves too, especially with maybe a Mosh Pit Starfall or a Jet Propulsion Starfall. I mean, all of those seem to work pretty well together.
All right, well, this Punisher is here, and Light Bomb is on that Sonya, and oh my god, what a wombo! Oh, the Condemn, confirming the kill on Vala again. She cannot make it out. Crooked Smile dies as well. There goes that plan. Blaze just doing what he can while this Punisher is beating on this core. The blue team is healthy.
Another jump. Yeah, another jump from the Punisher. Man, cover your heads. Things are falling from the sky. Into Deep with a really aggressive composition. A leap, a falling sword, a light bomb. Everything falling onto Wholesome Halfwits. And we're going to call that game number 2.
All right, that means we're going to a game number 3.
Game number 3. I mean, we already casted a game 3 tonight. We're going to go into another one. I knew there were spoilers already because I showed this, but you know how it is. You know how it is sometimes. Oh no! It booted me out again.
Oh no.
All right, one more restart. Let's let you guys look at our faces again. I don't know why it's doing that. It must be when I download these replays and put them into this folder. I don't know, something about it. Man, those are some good wombos.
Definitely. Yeah, if you just focus down the Vala, then what's left, you know?
Yep. And it didn't really seem like Wholesome Halfwits really had the answer to that. You know, Tehran, pretty good, but so much AoE stunnage, if you can call it that. You know, between the light bomb and the falling sword.
You did.
I just did. There's just so much AoE. I think that's why she might have been pressured to take Shadowstalk there, try to get some of that healing back. But, you know, you're really never going to get it. You pretty much just need to be more aggressive, go for an ETC stun, maybe that Rain of Vengeance combo, and do put that Starfall down.
Yeah, definitely with the pressure on having to heal through that damage. But then again, how often do you choose to stand in a Hyperion?
So Loxley in the chat says, hero prediction, the more aggressive team will win. Oh, hang on.
That's safe to say.
Leave this game, make sure I get you in here. Hopefully I didn't bug it just from that. Here we go. Everyone's also pointing out my unfortunate decay. It's 17 days later since my last game. So yes, I am decayed by, you guessed it, 2,330 points. I'm decaying, but
wow.
I'm probably gonna get some games in.
Looks like you only did your placements.
I only did my placements. I was playing around with a couple guys, and that's all I did. Oh no! Another problem. I guess one more restart might do it, right? Well,
Wait, it might be able
wait.
to. Oh shoot.
One
Let's
more.
get out. Let's go into brawl mode. Yeah.
One more. I'll restart again. One more.
All right.
It did it
All right,
again.
one more.
One more.
What if we can't cast game 3?
Then everyone will just have to live without knowing. No, I'd try to figure out a way to make it work. I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's a way to make it work. The last restart worked. When we quit out, we came back, it worked. But I do think there is something to be said about the more aggressive team wins, because that first game, really aggressive with a Lucio diving forward. The next game,
Yeah.
more aggressive with a double melee composition. They still had the Sonya. Questions in the chat. Which starting Pokemon? They see the art back there. I'm a Bulbasaur guy. That dude would be your best friend. He's such a cool guy. Also super cute. You know how it is. That's how everyone picks their Pokemon. Slexia, you got a starter?
I don't even play Pokemon. But I do know that Kakuna is a Pokemon character. So if I did, it would be Kakuna.
I mean, I'm not gonna game shame. I won't ever game shame.
Good.
But if you ever did play it, you'd have to start at the back, like the original Pokemon, because the original was where it was at. I played the new one. I played the new one recently. They made it so much easier, and they changed a whole bunch of things. All right.
All right.
One more time.
Do this?
One more time. You know it's good. There you go. All it took was 2 restarts, but we're in it.
Hold on. It says you joined lobby, but I'm not seeing a lobby.
Oh, no. Give it a second. Give it a second.
Okay.
It actually kicked me back to the lobby.
Oh no.
You're still showing in my party. I'm gonna leave this one again. Leave the game. Whoa! Wait, I got a mega cheer. I don't even know what that means, but Grizzly 69 69 69 69. I can add a message. Thanks for the fight cake, Grizz. I'll say it. Thank you so much, man. He's trying to overtake Fringe is what he's trying to do. Fringe is at 38.92. Grizz is now what, 36.63, something like that. He's so close.
You'll love to see it.
Oh my god.
All right, I'm getting some weird visuals here.
Okay, I wonder if we both need to exit.
Oh my! I got a fatal error.
Fatal error, guys! It wasn't me all along, but it was probably me too. There's probably something wrong with the replay here. So I'm gonna restart the whole thing. Slexia is gonna do the same.
Yeah,
I think.
Doing
I mean, she's forced to now because they kicked her out.
I am
Thanks,
forced.
Blizz. Thanks, Blizz. Okay, you guys gotta tell me what's up with these global emote things, because we got some crazy things.
It's just a food fight.
Fight cake.
It's a food
fight
fight.
Cheese.
So
fight burger. And fight berry. All right. Fight chips for Slexia. I see.
So if you click the bits button and you hover over it, it says Mega Cheer Food Fight.
Oh.
Through September 2nd, cheer at least 200 bits to receive 2 of 35 emotes to throw in chat. And gift emotes to others. Collect them all
nice.
to keep the community favorite.
Nice. I cannot cheer in my own channel, so it
Yeah,
won't show me any of those. But
always try to cheer 69.
Okay. Into Deep. Their games are so dirty. They're messing up these replay files. Maybe I'll blame Arrow. You know, Arrow posts these in the channel, and then you have to download them.
Yeah, it's rough. I blame Arrow for everything.
Yeah, and he knew I took this one, so he must have known. He must have done something. He's like, Hero Physio took this one. I'm gonna repost it. I'm gonna give it a dirty virus. Slexia with a 6 and a 9. The 6-9. One more time.
You know, it's the second best combination of bits. 6 and 9.
Okay. Watch with others. Let's start this game. Everyone, throw your food out there. The countdown.
It's the final countdown.
It's good.
Ooh,
Let's
Dragonshire. Hate the
let's
map.
get it. Game 3. You hate it?
Hate Dragonshire.
Do
But
you
that's okay.
do you like it a bit more with a butcher?
Like it less, actually.
I like it less with a butcher. I hate
Yeah.
it now.
I mean, the Junkrat looks normal to me. The Rexar, with how he is right now, looks normal. But anyway, let's get into it. I will announce Wholesome Halfwits on the red. Let me
On the
zoom out
red
here. Yes, on the red side, playing Falstad as Crooked Smile, G Money Drums on Rexar, Dr. C Jelly on ETC Neutrons, playing Junkrat and Freckle Pants on Malfurion.
Ooh, and on your left side, 1 game apiece. Into deep. It's going to be Bacon on Rexar. Rosai, Sonya again, 3 in a row. Grizzly, he's going to be on that Butcher. And Loxley, one more time, Rainer. Wait, there's Blems too. He's playing some hero.
Yeah,
It's the same
Johanna.
hero. You already know who it is.
You already know. Misha taking a lot of damage. You hate to see animal abuse so early in a game.
Hey, nice
we are.
boop back from Junkrat. Almost getting Blemsy over the wall there. That would have been a good start.
Would have been clip worthy. But alas, it did not happen. So, Loxley getting rotated upon.
Loxley,
And
the
this is
first
aggressive
feed.
start here. The first feed. I don't know why I keep wanting to repeat everything you say in a weird accent, but I'm there. After this is the 6th game now, I'm like, the first feed.
I mean, you said you have to repeat it, otherwise they don't register, they don't acknowledge it, they don't know. So
Right.
repetition
No
is
retention.
good. Repetition lets them know, and it lets them know if they fed that we just keep telling them you fed. Loxley,
Yeah,
first death again.
feeder.
So we got Merc camps being taken, sieges in the bottom. This Falstad is a bit. This one is the X factor. If Crooked Smile gets some flies up onto Sonya when she's contesting point, that's gonna be how Wholesome Halfwits wins this game. They do have to scale though. Their damage is not good. Junkrat, Falstad, it is not good. It has to scale so hard into the late game, so hard, and they need odd man fights. This is a macro team. All they want to do is clear just enough waves and rotate just enough
Yeah.
that then they win the game.
That's exactly what they're going for with Falstad taking bribe. I mean, red team does have the channels here, but they're taking part in this fight. And Blemsy, or Blemise, I'm going to add a little accent at the end. Blemise is here taking it back.
I like that though. No panic from Into Deep. Sonya was 1v1 versus Rexar in the top. Let's take a quick look there. Rexar actually taking a ton of damage. Rosai pounding on the Misha right now. But they're 1v1 in the top, and it was 4v4 in the bottom, so nobody was going mid to capture.
Right. And so that's when, like you said, they just, kind of took it easy. It's just like, okay, we win this if we just don't try to go too ham. But red team, as we know, is very aggressive, and they kind of have to match that because, well,
Yeah, the sustain a little bit of a problem here. Blemsy is, oh, hang on. Slexia. Slexia. We got a Slexia has left the game, and that's why I'm pausing. Hello? Am I alone? What do we do, team?
can you hear me? No, my game is frozen.
Okay, I'm still in it. I can move the game around. I paused it. Should we run it back?
Okay, give me a second. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
It's reconnecting. Hold on.
Okay.
Went away.
All right. I will fill the time by talking about how feedy these teams are. Actually, it's only just been the Rainer. Just the one kill. Hey, Grizz with a 69, says Rip Slexia. Reconnecting, though.
Feels bad.
Dang,
man.
this whole bunch of replay files. I mean, obviously, it's better to cast live, and that's what I'm going to try to do for a couple more games, for sure. Maybe even co-cast, so then I don't have to run production.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
you
the
can co-cast
dream.
with me as planned. Yeah.
That's right. We'll head on over to
I'll have a
Slexia's
nice,
channel,
comfy. Yeah, it'll be nice and amazing.
and I won't have to press any buttons.
Oh, you
Oh,
just sit.
I did cast, for Heroes Hype and all that, where you had someone doing the production. They did the observations. They'd even type you little Discord messages every now and then to tell you. I should probably. I could switch back to the VODs here, but
So I think you're gonna have to continue without me, and it feels real bad because I'm in the game, but I'm stuck on the brawl screen.
oh, in the game, but not in the game. It won't let you fully reconnect.
Yeah.
Should we try one
Correct.
drop and one bring you back in? Because I can keep the time 3:29 in game, or 3:29 replay time, 2:51 in game time. We can pick up right where we are. Or is it
We
again
can
too late
try
where
it.
you're at? Okay, one reset.
I'm a trooper.
All right, it's not too late. We had a bit of a time crunch just because I'm Saskatchewan, Canada Central, and I'm guessing Slexia, you're the other Central.
I'm in Vegas.
Yeah.
I'm West. I'm Pacific.
Oh, you're West. Oh, wait,
Yeah,
that's even
so there was-
easier.
It's a lot of time discrepancies.
All right, so when I go watch with others, are you in here? You're in here.
I'm in here.
Let's hit it.
Hit it.
Yeah, easy, easy. Okay, I'm a little bit worried about fast forwarding though.
Yeah,
You
same.
don't know what the controls will do to you.
If I get dropped or whatever, it's GG then.
All right, sounds good. I can accept that. Did you make it into the game?
I'm in the game.
Okay, you know what? I'm not going to fast forward. I'm just going to play it at a faster speed.
Good idea.
Right?
I like the way you're
I
thinking.
don't like the click and drag. Hopefully I don't
While we're
overshoot.
waiting, I did post the Discord link to Cheer 69, the special project I can't talk about.
Yeah, I'm okay with posting links. Totally
Just
okay
because
with
you
that.
asked me about it and I didn't actually post it. And there's been a lot of 69 biddies thrown around here.
Yeah, people love the 69 here too. All right.
Yeah.
This is actually how I watch replays. Usually it's at faster ×2, and then I slow it down for things that are coming up, and it's just a faster. Because I watch so much HOTS that, I mean, you can kind of tell what's going on, especially at the higher levels, that you just want to
Yeah.
get to the good stuff right away. And since we've already gone 2 minutes in, I don't want to go too fast. I feel like going too fast might break it.
Right.
I'm-
We certainly can't rewind.
I know.
We know that.
You definitely don't want to rewind. Rewind is usually the one that breaks it. You do not
Absolutely.
rewind. Never. Don't touch the rewind button. But yeah, as we get deeper into this game, it is the scaling damage. And the problem with scaling damage here for Junkrat and Falstad is that you're trying to outscale a butcher. So if you're trying to play a scaling comp, you want to make sure the other team is more of an early game focus comp. And then you can say, you know what, if we survive the early game, then we win the late game, that's fine. They don't scale as hard in the late game, we get a whole bunch better. But in this case, you get better in the late game, but they get a lot better in the late game.
Yeah, I think we can stop playing fast. Yeah. Oof. There we
Normal
go.
speed.
Enjoying it, actually. I was enjoying the quick speed. I can speak that quickly as well if we need to.
Just
Like
wait
if it
till
got stuck,
Blizz. Yeah,
like that.
yeah, just wait till Blizz buffs it so everyone moves 30% faster.
Win. Oh, and this was an opportunity to grab that point and was not taken. But now Blemise is there, trying.
And if you see, we're already at 3 minutes into the game. I'm gonna ask, how many times have you seen a Falstad fly?
I'm gonna say 0.
And you'd be 100% right. Oh, the flashlight, freckled pants. I was gonna call it out. 30, 40 HP. Johanna behind the gate. Freckled pants with a shot in the dark. Gets a second kill.
And red team has both shrines channeled again and able to get this Dragon Knight. Crooked Smile picking it up. I don't know if he used fly to get there though, because I was so focused on the flashlight killing.
He just walked there. Super walk
walk.
there, but man, that flashlight. So that wouldn't have happened if the flashlight didn't go out. I mean, they still might have looked for it, but they wouldn't have been as bold or as aggressive because they would have thought, you know, Johanna's gonna come back. Johanna ain't coming back.
And if there's one thing we know about this Blemise playing Johanna is big balls on this Johanna. You know.
Oh, okay. That's what you noticed.
I mean, going ham all the time. It's like a butcher, Johanna.
That's how they like to play it. The charge coming out from Grizzly. The root actually a little bit behind to try and peel. Junkrat really pushing in this mid here. He's got to be careful. Butcher, if he catches him out, that's going to be a charge on him. Top lane, not much action there. Half level lead. Wholesome Halfwits. They're making their way towards that late game.
Yeah. And, I mean, Butcher is having to play pretty safe here. He does not want to lose what meat he does have left, or does have, because he is not fully stacked. You know, so he's not charging, he's canceling it if he needs to, and he's doing safe things like work on the siege camp with no health.
He did get that one charge onto the Falstad, good for 66 meat right now. I'm just waiting for 3 more. Then we'll pause it and just appreciate it. Get these first 2 minutes. Oh, the charge going in. They gotta be careful. There might be a concussion mine here. Johanna, unstoppable, walks through the roots. Nice and easy. Grizz now, 66, 67, 68. Oh my god, I missed it. I'm not I'm not rewinding for that. I'm sorry. I'm not rewinding for that.
Someone
I can't risk it. 70
cap
meat.
it and Photoshop it.
He got 2 at the same time. I had it at 68 and then I had it at 70. Oh, rip. I tried to PP as fast as possible to pause that. Didn't happen.
All right, well, we've hit climax with 69. Now it's just waiting. Just waiting for that 200.
Yeah,
cool 200s.
Now it's at level 10, a little bit of an advantage. 2 kills to 1, and Crooked Smile catching a little bit of extra soak. Junkrat 2 adding into that. Maybe we'll take a quick look at those stats. Wait a second. There it is. XP total. Rexar at 54. Falstad grabbing 4,000 as well.
All right, so blue team was able to get their bruiser camp. Bottom bruiser was taken by red team. And Raynor is just taken out. Blemise getting that chain heal put on, I'm gonna say her. Dr. C Jelly not giving a what? And the ultimate falling sword having to be used as an escape for Johanna to back here. This fort is going down.
Yeah, crazy push here. Bruiser, Siege Giants. Really aggressive. Falling Sword coming out just for the save. Grizzly, 161. This time he says 2 at the same time. And with that, he takes the lead at 38-83. In your face, Fringe.
If only it were 38-69. Can't go back in time though, just like when we tried to capture the meat at 69. Rip.
Rip indeed. Hopefully though, they get to that 200. That's an easy one to capture.
Easy. Maybe, unless he goes over. Let's see, it's the next challenge.
I guess I shouldn't speak too soon. Rosai here, beating up on the Misha here. She's got to get out of there. Nice body blocks to get a couple extra in there. Extra HPG money, completely right now. And that's going to let him aggress on the bottom side here. Charge going in, the silence as well. Dr. C Jelly going to mosh in place now. Blemsy 1v3 in the back, but ETC goes down between the Loxley and Grizz damage.
A nice rip tire to cancel the life of the ETC there. Now blue team has the upper hand, but Falstad does use fly. Confirmed. It is an ability mapped to the Z key on Falstad used here. But Junkrat's poke is a little too oppressive, and now we have quite a few people here. Oh my gosh, though. Neutron having to use concussion mine to back out, and Rosai is here to channel. Rexar, didn't have to make it there in time. Malfurion got bottom, and I didn't even notice.
Freckle Pants saving the day. Crooked Smile used the fly, but he flew right into Sonya Spear, and Rosai back at it. Chunking Misha down again. G-Money Drums, he's at full resources right now, but letting the top shrine go. He's actually going to flip it, convert it. Bot already switched to blue here. Rosai, He gets it. Everything's all blue.
Yes, but there is a pretty healthy wave here on this fort top. And it did take out the fountain, and Misha, call PETA.
Oh, Junkrat a little bit too far out. Gets the charge. Crooked Smile tried to peel with a gust. Grizzly gets an Ancestral. He's good to go, Dr. C. Jelly. He gets charged. That's another takedown, 2 in a row. Meets in at 175 and counting.
All right, so it's 4 kills to 4 kills now, level 13 to level 13. Blue team is going to go at it again. Don't think Falstad has fly up right now, so he's having to just hover there. And Loxley's going to be able to lock this Dragon Knight in for the second Dragon Knight heading here mid with a wave.
That's
One
right.
of the best ways to have a Dragon Knight.
Second Dragon Knight. Bacon pinging for a gank onto the Rexar. Gets a slow. Roseye runs up the charge. More meat, and you can count it. That's 200. Grizzly stacked up with the Golden Cleaver.
Locked and loaded. Perfect 200 after 175. Oh, and he charges a minion too because he can go ham now.
He's faking Crooked Smile out there. He's conditioned them now. Every time that charge comes out, there's fear in Wholesome Halfwits.
I hear fear like in my own soul just hearing the charging sound, you know, the music that plays. It's a horror movie in game.
Oh, there's a Gust potential here. Sonya's up at the top lane. If Crooked Smile decides to fly Gust here, they actually have the numbers advantage as soon as Rexar comes back. But Rexar, he's not going to do it. He's going to rotate up to the top lane. Man, there's a 5-on-4 opportunity there with a Gust play underneath your keep wall. If there's any time to do it, that would have been it.
Oh, and that would have been quite the thing to see. But they're playing it safe, I guess. And back to the grind.
Back to the grind. Not a lot of XP advantage here. About a quarter level. Mostly camps now, but they're going to race for 16. Like I said, late game, we're scaling for in too deep. How many stacks are we at for Wholesome Halfwits?
200.
Yeah, Wholesome Halfwits is at
stacks,
55. 55 on the Junkrat. That's not a lot.
Oh, fly was used again. I saw it with my eyes, my peepers, right onto Bruiser.
That's a bit of a Monka fly there. If he actually thought that they were on the camp, he was right in there. Falling Sword, Butcher charge in. The Gust not going to do it. Freckle Pants should go down here. That's 1. They're going to keep chasing Dr. C. Jelly getting low. He should get away, but that 1 kill, that's worth it.
It's worth it just to hear the term Monka fly. Like, hello, where's that emote?
Monka fly. I mean, if he actually thought they were in there, he was in the middle of the point against a Butcher and a Sonya. Instant stuns. You do not get your Gust off. Usually you fly into a bush. I mean, that would be the recommended. Fly into one of the
Monka
bushes.
fly. I can't get over it. All right, so Siege Camp is being attacked by blue team here. And Rexar is staying top. He does have that Bruiser coming to his aid. But blue team is being more aggressive now. They have the luxury, and Butcher going in, but cancels it.
Good discipline there.
Yeah, good discipline.
Holding
Stay
it back.
back.
He really wanted it, though. You could see it. He really wanted to charge it, but the gate was there. But they saw Bruiser Camp, Siege Camp. They can be a little bit more patient. The Falling Swords in on the back. It's going to hit 2. Dr. C. Jelly there. He's just going to escape. The Gust to disengage. Oh, boy. This is looking all in too deep.
Yeah. And Misha did lose her life. Grizzly's a little low. Can't really do much, especially with that keep just shooting. That was an excellent root play, though, I want to call out by Freckle Pants, forcing the Johanna to use the D-Shield after the Falling Sword. You love to see it.
Yeah, really good zoning routes there. Top lane really pushing in, though. That Bruiser Camp is just walking its way down the bridge there, and a couple waves have stacked up. It's going to take Sonya some time to clear that out. Good thing they have control of the bottom, but this actually gives map control, or it should give map control, over to Wholesome Halfwits. They have a global, but I haven't seen Falstad split off as much, and it's because they're running into this DPS problem that they feel like they need to keep Falstad with them. Otherwise, they can't do anything.
Yeah. And looking at DPS, I mean, it's not even that different.
You're right, it's really not. it's kind of funny to see 35k on the Sonya, but that's because she's been beating on Misha the whole time. And Rexar's letting it happen. 33 for the Rainer, which is pretty much on par with the Junkrat. Falstad at 30, so you know those aren't crazy bad numbers, but when you're going up against a Sonya who's going to be pretty unkillable post 16, post 20, and then Johanna in your backline, that's not enough burst damage. It's not enough straight up damage to threaten either of those guys. Butcher too.
Yeah,
I mean, Butcher scales pretty well in terms of HP too.
Right. Well, and to echo what you said in the beginning, it's really about macro play here because of the damage deficit. And blue team is the one kind of taking control of that, and the Gus comes out there just to push the team back because Neutron was looking so low, getting quite the heal right now as Dr. C Jelly has to use tap so that they can go in. Sonya is rotating up to the top shrine and rotating back down. I don't know what she's doing. I'm looking at her head on the mini-map.
I think Rosei pulled some punches there. He didn't pull the Wrath there. I think they might have been able to get that kill on the false stab, but you never know. That charge onto ETC to start. Oh, Crooked Smile goes down. Riptire. That's going to be a couple more. Nice mosh.
Nice roots, nice mosh. Nice Riptire. I love the feigned death on that Rexar skin with the rose, but now it's a real death.
We got another falling sword. So it ends up being a 2-for-1 in too deep with the advantage. I was going to call it out there. Another charge by Butcher. Man, so aggressive. Butcher used the charge onto ETC, and then he dropped the Lamb to the Slaughter on Junkrat. Great gust by Falstad to actually disengage. Grizz going in.
Going in. What trait value? That's a stacked Butcher at 260 meat.
260. They're making the call. They're saying core with my Butcher auto attack damage.
Dr. C Jelly mosh pitting.
They're crushing it.
Whatever.
Just not enough damage. They didn't make it to post 20. Junkrat nowhere near 200 stacks. That's not going to be enough damage. That's going to be game number 3. The game, the set, the series. In too deep. 2-1.
Wow.
And just like that, it's over. 9 kills to 5. 2 best of 3 sets. Quick peek at the stats there. 3 deaths on Loxley. Still dying a whole bunch. Rip.
Yeah, Loxley dying. Yeah, definitely. And it seems like not an easy target for the other team, but when you have such an oppressive front line, especially with the Sonya, I mean, doing all of that damage, I mean, it's an easy pick.
Exactly. It should be Sonya or Butcher with 3 deaths, Rainer with 0, but we'll talk about that another day. Let's switch it back to the face cams. Slexia, 2 awesome sets. Thanks for asking to come on. Yeah. We will definitely make it happen. We'll get back onto your channel to do a couple of casts. You let me know when. We'll make it happen. Tell everybody again where to find you, who you are, what you do, and all that good stuff.
Well, I'm Slexia. I cast for NGS. I also stream on Twitch. I am the saltiest streamer on Twitch, self-proclaimed. I like to hots and chill with no chill. I also do the intros for the late night face check, telling a lot of ridiculous jokes that are provided to me by members of the NGS community because I can't think of cheesy stuff like that. I also host a show with Weenus, and I'm just going to say it because it's been a long night. Cheer 69, our first episode was last Friday. Check it out. Go to Moist Weenus's YouTube and you could catch the first episode or check out his Twitch channel. We'll be alternating between his and mine, but it is not HOTS related. It's not NGS affiliated. It's just a good time. I highly recommend it. 6.5 out of 10 recommend it. Just funny related.
Perfect. Good stuff. I had a lot of fun tonight.